Hey there, Eric O'Sullivan, Reverend Sully, the irreverent reverend of all things geeky, the anti-pope and guru of Xanadu, ordained on the internet. Namaste. God bless, and how are you today? It's time for the Sunday sermon, and this is a very kind of special episode. I'm going to do the part 8 of the Lost Notebook, the old notebook, next week. I have a special episode. And I got something to say. Yeah, it's part of the joy of having a YouTube station is your ability to have something to say. Organization. It's kind of the theme of the Sunday sermon today. So God bless you. Thank you for tuning in. And I want to talk about something. One of my Twitter and YouTube friends, Carrie at nerdygirlcreates, she sent me the nicest tweet, and I'm going to read it to you. And nerdygirlcreates, I'll leave her link in the description. Give her a like and a follow. And she's got great things to say about manga, Japanese style comic books, and she wants to turn you onto something good to read. And you want some different fiction in your life? Check out Nerdy Girl Creates. We're all DC and Marvel fans, and I love anime and manga. Well, of a kind of a certain type as well. I like mecha and giant robots, and Dragon Ball Z. You know what I mean? But Carrie said this. Hello, Carrie. Yeah, that's her tweet. So I have decided to follow what Reverend Sully had suggested in the past. As much as I hate it, I have to count my calories. I also calculated my ideal calorie intake for weight loss. I am going to prep my lunches for the week to avoid ordering out. Bravo. Brava. And thank you for saying something so nice. It's really nice, to hear that. Just very quickly, we're going to talk about the body for the Sunday sermon, because you are a body, you're a mind, and you're a spirit, and the three of these things are in a love triangle, and that love story is kind of in your free will and choice, a lot more than you think it is. For me, I was at a big part of my life. Hold on. On December the 12th. Here we go. All right, there we go. Thank you. That's Scotty. And on December the 12th, on a Thursday after morning, we were putting lunch out. He was my cooking partner. I'm a chef. That's kind of factoring into the story too a bit, being a chef, and eating, and activity. But Scotty dropped dead of a heart attack. Basically, I stuck by his side. I held his hand. I didn't leave his side. Well, the other guys went upstairs to wait for the EMTs, and he didn't make it. And it was very harrowing. He was my best work friend, and that was literally traumatic. And I've been dealing with it ever since. But one of the ways I learned to cope was, at the time of Scotty's passing and the literal years leading up to that, I was a beer drinker every night. I would drink over a 6-pack of Miller Lite every night. And a lot of that was just to get to sleep. But also I'd have a sandwich or takeout. I got up to 220 pounds, and I was a 42 waist by December of 2019 when I lost Scott. That's the largest I've ever been in my life. I've always been kind of like a chunkier kid, like a beefy kind of kid. I got like a thick neck. I've got like big shoulders, and I've always had like these. The joke was I've got my grandfather's legs. He was an Irish farmer, literally from a farm in Kerry, Ireland, rather, in the west coast of Ireland, the southwest is Kerry. Grandma went to England and then came to America, but Pa went right to Ellis Island, and they met over here, which is great. But and she's from Sligo, and but yeah, he was a farmer, and we had these big thighs because we were meant to be helping the ass pull the plow. And so yeah, so Scotty died December 2019. Let's just fast forward like 3.5 months. Lockdown 2020, COVID hits. We and I was already in this kind of awful triggered post-traumatic state. Yeah, it's like wow, it's like it's written down in my medical log. Yeah, I got PTSD. Yeah, for real. Yeah, I get anxiety and panic now. It's terrible. I wouldn't wish this on an enemy. Maybe I would. No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't even wish my asthma on that either. You know what I mean? Yeah. Huh? Where was I going? Yeah, but I was going to my method and to Carrie's tweet, and so March 2020 rolls around, and I beg my doctor for something to help me sleep, and because I'll stop drinking. I couldn't see drinking my way through lockdown. We didn't know how long it was going to last. I could just see myself just drinking every day, just to, to avoid the boredoms and the lonelies. Yeah, I'm not married and I don't have any kids. I don't have an ex, and I have a few flatmates, but I basically live alone, and I have good flatmates, and we would probably make very good astronauts because we're on this like almost 2-year voyage about being cooped in together. So that in itself is a good story. But me myself, I made the commitment to find a way to find something that fit my lifestyle and that I could accomplish and stick to. I know myself. That whole quote to your own self be true. I just that's been something knocking around in my head all my life. And I made the conscious decision to stop drinking. Okay, that's a source of calories, empty calories. And the more you drink, the more unnecessary calories you're putting in your body, and they're also basically sugars too. And your body's going to burn that before it chooses to burn its reserve of belly fat and chin fat and thigh fat. So I learned through YouTube videos and internet searches. I found a method that could work for me, for Eric, for Sully, for this human. I am not a gym person. I don't work out. That's not my lifestyle. I'm not comfortable going to gyms. I don't like going to gyms. Okay? There, I said it. I got nothing against gyms. I wish I could find that, I'm just not, it's not my thing. I even got like a workout bench, like a weeder bench, with an incline for like little weights. I'm not even into that. I have a Nordic Track that I'll use on like really crappy weather. And it came in handy too, especially with the flatmates. So we all, it was kind of like 2001 Space Odyssey. We could run in the track in the middle of the ship. That was good. And so yeah, there are all these devices to help people get into shape where to lose weight. Now, losing weight and gaining muscle are two different ball games. And so I'm just going to lose weight. And if I put on weight, may it be in muscle mass. But I wanted to get rid of my chin, my belly, and my thigh fat. That's what mattered most. That was my goal, and I stuck to it. And what I needed though was I got a weighted vest. It cost like $200, and it was, you put like 70 pounds of different sandbags in there, and I tried that for a while, but that's really bad for your back. I mean, I was starting to feel some like body pain. I thought I was gonna wear it and do pull-ups. That didn't happen. No, that didn't happen. I got these these cords, these rubber cords of different colors, and they all have a different tension, and you just put them under your feet, and you do pull-ups. Or no, I am no good like that. That's just not me. That never worked. It's not working now. But what did work was I'm a smart guy, and I cobbled together what was available to me, and I just put together my own system. And part of it had a few things: a digital scale with a Tare button. I got really, and I'm a chef. I'm a professional chef. I know how to portion food, and it starts at home. And so making portions, and then everything came down to budgeting and math. Everything comes down to numbers. It's all numbers. I'm not good with numbers. Never have been good with budgets. But guess what? That was the muscle that probably got the most cultivation in this experience. Was now my ability to better visualize resources, potential of how many calories can I spend today. And I'm thinking, oh, I got to the point where I can spend 400 calories. I can have that pint of Halo Top chocolate ice cream that's 300 calories. That's how I thought. And so yeah, you got a digital scale with the Tare button, and that will give you the weights of your proper portions. I got a Fitbit. Those are not perfect measuring devices. Yeah, sure, whatever. Who's not? I'm not disputing that. I also graduated to an Apple Watch. After going through the cheapest Fitbit I could get, a decent Fitbit on sale, and then finally I got an Apple Watch after that, and over the past 3 years, and this calorie counter isn't the best either. Who cares? I mean, if this is about, okay, I'll get there. I mean, because you need to rely upon these numbers, but these are more. This is about structure and about sticking to it as well. I also found this Calculator.net. All right, this is a really good resource. It's free. It's on it's Calculator.net, and you put in your information. I'm 49 years old. I am 5'9", and I weigh 172 pounds. I know this because I have a digital scale, and I do a weekly weigh-in. I don't weigh every day. You'll drive yourself nuts. Do it once a week, and write it down. I keep a like a Saturday weekly weigh-in. See that? I started this when Scotty died. I was 217 pounds on the day he died. I know because I weighed myself that morning. Yeah, and I was like, oh, look at you. So yeah, this is my log, my actual log. I've been running. This has been a running log. And look, yeah, and so in August 5th of 2020, I started a chicken and broccoli diet. I learned how to, I was up to 220.4 in January. Yeah. And then I stopped drinking about July. Yep. And I started walking every day. I'm a chef. I'm a professional chef. I walk a lot. So one thing this thing does is it keeps track of steps. That's what it's really good at. And by keeping tracks of your steps, because I read this book called the Introduction to Energy, and it's about energy production. And it's a college course. It's a 101, and but one of the most efficient ways to conserve human effort and energy, is a bicycle, because it gives you such a mechanical advantage that you get a lot of you can cover a lot of distance over you conserve so much energy. There's as machines go, a bike will save you so much. You will burn more calories walking. Yeah, running's better because you get your heart rate up. I don't run. I got weak knees and weak ankles. I can't run. I've never been a runner. I had asthma as a kid. I couldn't run away from the bullies. I had to take my beatings. It wasn't fun, and you could barely fight back, and and yeah. So by the lowest I got was 154.2, and that was on September 11th, 20. That was a year. That was 6 months ago. All right, now over the holidays, I, yeah, I mean, I was mom's good cooking. I'm not blaming my mom. I'm not blaming myself, but I almost went back up to 180. So they call this part the yo-yo, and that's real. And I'm feeling, I got smaller pants, and I went from a 42 waist to a 30 waist. I went from 220 pounds to 155 pounds. What I found when all of that belly fat and that chin fat, when that chin fat went away, I have a jawline again. I feel great because I look great. I am body positivity. I was happy fat, and I just didn't think it was a very sustainable lifestyle. I mean, I'm going into my 50s. I have a family history of heart disease. I didn't like it or hate it. You have to respect it. And so I started writing down all, so in addition to keeping track of my steps, and with this calorie counter app, what this will give you, the information that this will give you is, if you want to lose weight, it's kind of simple. Eat that many calories per day. Count all of them. Round up. That's what I did. It's an inaccurate science, so go with it. Blend with that. Make it part of it. Don't be. That's not a sideways. That's part of the process. I rounded everything up. So I was trying to eat as less as I can, and it is just, it sucks. Dieting sucks. Dieting is, it's not very it's, you're always hungry. You have to negotiate that, and you can't let it affect your mood, and you have to trust in the process that you're choosing not to eat things such as rice, potatoes, bread, AP flour, added sugar, beer, liquor, soda pop. You're eliminating things for a certain reason. It's because you want your body to burn that belly fat to access the potential energy stored in that fat. Your body will, if you're giving it no other choice. If you're eating breads and sugars, it's going to burn that first. And these are you want to access your reserves, and you want to burn that and get to a better, typical state. I got down to an athletic state. I had muscle tone underneath that belly fat. I was amazed. I want that back. I mean, I think I'll be happy about if I can lose 10 more pounds. I'm currently at 173.4. That was yesterday's weigh-in for the week. I only weigh myself once a week. And I am kind of in a phase right now that I'm not counting calories. I'm going to go back to that in the summertime. But I did, I wrote down everything. Now, see, everything, that's 2,330 calories I had that day. I wanted to do that. That was 2,260 calories I had on that day. That was Saturday, 12/12, probably 2020. Some days, look at this one. I got down to, and then they started getting smaller and smaller. But see, like chicken. And I made room for some dessert. I got a sweet tooth. What I'd do is I'd have a breakfast, and then I would look to get smaller and smaller and smaller. Look, I had breakfast, and then I would skip lunch, and then I would go walking for hours. This is during lockdown 2020, and this is a little past it. This is from January of 2021. I've already returned back to work, and but yeah, those are. So I was working, literally active, and making steps. And I'm a chef. I can walk between 6 and 10 miles just in steps at work. And this is just steps, but they're burning calories. They're accessing your chin, belly, and thigh fat as energy because I'm not giving my body easy carbs to burn. I'm eating protein like chickens and porks, and it came down to just simple math as well. It's just like there are 2 calories per gram in chicken, 2 calories per gram in pork, 3 calories per gram in beef. Like almost 6 calories per gram in peanut butter. I got all of these shorthands of I stopped using butter all the time. I got pretty lean. I basically ate chicken one night, pork the other night, and fresh veggies. I would have an apple and a banana for breakfast with some peanut butter and some bacon on a rice cake, and then I would skip lunch. I would have a sensible dinner. Not more than 300 grams. I could have gone a lot less, but I like to eat, and I'm also, you got to be healthy about it and smart about it. One of my favorite all-time movies, and it is literally my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, is this. It's Pumping Iron. It's the 1977 documentary about the bodybuilding competition. And this is shortly before he becomes the world's biggest action star of the 1980s. And he's got a successful mentality. And so I know that like counting calories isn't accurate. See, and I went back up earlier this year, and this is from January 2022. Yeah, just went back to it. Yeah, and some days you're gonna go over. At least you're gonna track that, and you're gonna have an idea of where tomorrow's gonna be and how you're gonna frame that day and get to it. So so what I did was like I just counted calories, and I kept active, and it had the desired result because I had a vision, and a lot of it has to do with pumping iron, because in this there's this Arnold's talking to the camera, and he's talking about pain, and because it's not painful, it's boring, and it's discomforting because you are hungry, and there are a multitude of snacks out there, and especially me being a chef, I'm surrounded by potato chips and French fries and chicken nuggets and pizza and things to snack on. It takes a lot of vision, and it takes just a lot of focus. And but Schwarzenegger has this great quote, and it says about the pain barrier, getting through it, and that divides one from being a champion and not being a champion. If you can go through this pain barrier, you may get to be a champion. If you can't go through, forget it. And that's what most people lack, having the guts to go in and say, I'll go through it, and I don't care what happens. That's like my worst Arnold ever. And it's about, so if you're like a gym rat and that's your thing, great. Counting calories for me, though, as a direct experience, is not meaningless, and it's not stupid, and it's not dumb. If you're a gym rat that would literally say something like that to me on social media, talking about my positive experience, well, good on you. I mean, being a gym rat is like, and I mean that nicely, a gym person is a part of your identity and part of your culture and part of your lifestyle. All right, and that's what you do. But I've literally been called, had this described to me by gym people, as meaningless, dumb, and stupid. I am not meaningless. I am not dumb, and I am not stupid. And that's it. All you can do is just walk away from such conversations and understand that people such as that do not care what you think or how you feel. And so that's what I just wanted to say in my Sunday sermon, because it's about your spirit can help you with this. I would make my hunger like an offering to the Lord and be like, I'm making this effort as an offering to the Lord who dwells within myself as well. And spirituality for me helps. And my sense of faith helps, and it helped give me. And this was about organization, and it's about keeping track of things, and it's about giving yourself the mental muscle memory to format this experience. Because you're gonna do this. You can do this. You will do this, Carrie. You will do this. You're gonna do anything you want to do. I know you've tried a lot of different things and have successes and failures. You're going to succeed and fail at this too. I mean, I did, and I'm still working with it. But this has been the best solution I've come up with to fit my lifestyle and my identity. I don't identify as an athlete. I'm not a bicyclist. I'm not going to give anyone grief for any method that can give them success. I'm going to root for you, and for all of you. I'm going to root for you, gym rats, and I'm going to root for you, bicyclists, and I'm going to root for us normies who just want to lose our belly, chin, and thigh fat and get to a better, healthier state that we're not taxing our hearts, and something that fits in our lifestyles, and something that we can really, make a daily difference in our lives. I am lighter in spirit and in body, and I feel as a better person for it. It's been 2 years now. I've been mostly sober. It's been 2 years now. I've gone from being unhealthy to a much healthier person, or a much getting there. I mean, I feel a lot better. And this has been my Sunday sermon. Thank you so very much for tuning in. God bless you. Namaste. Like and subscribe. Have a great day. And do the best you can with what you got. Stick to it. That's the hardest part about this diet, was sticking to it, and about not succumbing to the little failures, because they happened. I put back on weight. I got rid of it. And it's been a mostly, very good experience, because there has been some parts where I just wanted to give up, and I didn't, though. And I go back to that Arnold Schwarzenegger reference about, being the champion, and I can be my own champion in my own human race. And I just got to stick to, just putting one foot in front of the other, and keep walking and keep watching what I eat. Really, because the human body, does it really need that much food? Sometimes I literally think of the warriors of Troy and the Trojan War, or even the United States Civil War. I'm a big Civil War fan, and eating hardtack and bacon, the daily rations of the U.S. soldier, to see actual photographs of those men and the specimen of humans and that physical condition. I mean, sometimes I think of these soldiers, and I'm a civilian, and I think of the soldiers sometimes, and the rest is easy. And thank you very much for tuning in. Cheers. Good luck, if you and you can do this. Bye-bye.